All right, this is take two.
Take two. That first one wasn't.
Yeah, we got
interrupted.
We interrupted by a call, but it's okay.
So it's like we're doing like this is our first one. This is our real one.
We could interchange them. We could put it like the first one and then continue on with the second one.
I don't know how to do all that.
Or we could just restart it. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Start from. This is still gonna be the introduction to our video.
Yeah.
This is take two, because apparently your first one was garbage.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said before we interrupted, this is we just had an idea of like starting a podcast that mainly revolves around sports. Our area of expertise is obviously football, but as you can see, I'm representing the Astros, and so is he. Astros are. Hopefully, we'll pull the division and make our way to the playoffs. But yeah. Anyways, area expertise is the NFL. Podcast mainly revolves around sports, but like I said, it can range anywhere from certain political or just stuff around happening, in our
breaking
lives.
news.
Yeah,
the games, stuff that goes on around the teams.
So by tomorrow, in about 4 hours, the first NFL game will finally kick off.
Man, the NFL season is here, dude.
Yeah,
it's been a good minute. Countdown on Twitter, retweeting, favoriting.
Countdown on Instagram.
On Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and kick out our predictions for Week 1. And
Tomorrow's game. Falcons at Eagles. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Eagles. They're the reigning champs. They won the Super Bowl, and I have a good feeling that the Falcons are gonna choke, just like they choked that Super Bowl versus the Patriots, 23-0. So I'm gonna have to take the Eagles on that.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Falcons just because I think the Falcons are out to prove something this year. For the past 2 years they've been more than under heavy fire about who they are as a team. Obviously losing the Super Bowl and then losing to the underdogs in this past season. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Falcons just because they have a healthy team and Carson Wentz is not playing for the Eagles. But
Oh really? Who's starting?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Because he's still recovering over the injury.
But Nick Foles, he does clutch. He does clutch.
Okay, I guess so. So that's the first game. It's a Thursday, and then we kick it off into Sunday.
Just a side note, these aren't like professional predictions or anything. This is just us.
This is just
predicting with our knowledge.
Yeah.
So if you want to take a real professional one, you can come back later when we get better at this.
This is for fun.
Yeah, definitely.
We just bored. I'm pretty sure I still have homework to do, but it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's go ahead and kick it off into the Sunday games.
Okay.
Bills at the Ravens.
Ooh, that was Joe Flacco still with the Ravens or no?
Joe Flacco's with the Ravens,
okay.
And Nathan Peterman, who threw 5 interceptions in his first career game.
What was it, preseason?
No. Last year he threw 5 interceptions in the first half.
Wow.
I think it was 5 or 4. I'm not sure, but
you got another match starting right there.
Yeah, basically. He's starting for the Bills. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Ravens just because they have a really solid defense, and I think Joe Flacco is out to prove something this year, especially drafting, Lamar Jackson and having RG3 on the team. I think that Joe Flacco, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder for sure.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to take the Ravens as well. I don't know about the Bills. I know they lost Tyrod Taylor, a couple years ago?
And they drafted, who is it?
Who's their starting quarterback?
No, I know it's Nathan Peterman, but they drafted, what's his name? Josh Allen? Yeah, Josh Allen. They drafted Josh Allen out of Wyoming. I think he's going to be a good, I think he's going to take over the starting job like midway, but I think right now they're just... they're redshirting him. They're putting him on the bench just to,
so you can
he's
learn.
a rookie, yeah.
Right.
So, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Ravens.
Okay.
Jaguars at Giants.
Ooh. Odell Beckham's healthy.
Odell Beckham's healthy. He just got paid this.
Oh yeah, highest paid wide receiver or no?
Highest paid wide receiver.
Yeah. I just see that.
Playing against the Jaguars, I think the key matchup is gonna be between. Obviously, it's going to be Jalen Ramsey versus Odell Beckham Jr.
Yep.
And Saquon Barkley, the second overall pick for the Giants running back, he's got freaking quads the size of both of us combined. I'm not even freaking lying, dude.
Big old quads.
Like, I'm serious. Like, this kid is built. But I think the Giants take this one week 1 just because they're at New York, and I think that Odell Beckham and Eli Manning are going to take over that game, especially against a Jaguar secondary.
Right. I think that it's going to have to be with the quarterbacks. I think Blake Bortles is going to choke. I mean, he's been doing good, but I prefer Eli Manning on this, and he's had experience before in the Super Bowl, so I'm going to go ahead and take the New York Giants as well.
All right, Buccaneers at New Orleans.
Ooh, New Orleans.
Saints.
You know, Drew Brees, man, he's underthrowing. I've been seeing that. I think the age is getting to him, not going to lie.
No, sir.
What do you mean?
If you pick the Buccaneers over the Saints, I think you're like... I'm going to go with the Saints.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Drew Brees is slowing down. Not right now.
Nah, it's just that...
he's old.
Yeah.
He's not that old. So I'm going to go with the Saints on that one.
Yeah,
We're gonna skip the Texans and Patriots. Just make that the end.
Okay.
49ers at the Vikings.
Dude, Jimmy Garoppolo, man. Come on. Wasn't he undefeated? He was undefeated when he played. Dude, I went to the game where it was the 49ers versus us, but we didn't have Deshaun Watson. Man, they were good on offense.
Yeah, we did have Deshaun Watson.
No, he was injured. He wasn't playing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I remember, I don't know who they subbed in. They weren't playing Deshaun.
I thought they played like a series. I guess it was someone else. I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Ooh, the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins is their new starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I was a Case Keenum fan, and I don't like that they kicked him out of Minnesota, especially after his success.
Yeah.
But, he's on to new beginnings, and, I'm going to go ahead and still support him at Denver. But I'm going to go with the Vikings just because I think they have the better defense. I think they have the better secondary. I think they have the better front seven. If 49ers went ahead and they boosted their defense as well, they went and got Richard Sherman. But I think that Kirk Cousins and the Vikings pull this one out. I think it's Jimmy G's. I think personally that the Vikings are gonna,
outplay him.
Mike Zimmerman is a defensive guru, and he's not gonna give in to Kyle Shanahan. I think that Mike, takes over the other Mike.
I'm going to have to take the 49ers, man.
Garbage.
Jimmy Garoppolo, man. I remember he destroyed us. I mean, look at his completion rate. Last year, he has 67% completion rate, 1,500 yards. He had a passer rating of 96, man. You can't really get that so often. And plus, this guy, I don't know. He just has something on offense that he picks up blitzes. He knows where to throw the ball. He has good football IQ. And for that reason, I think that he's going to be able to take it on offense. I mean, the defense might choke, but if you put points on the board, it's going to make it hard for the other team to reply.
I like Jimmy G, but I have to take defense on that one.
Defense?
So,
okay.
Yeah. Titans at Dolphins, don't even get me started, dude.
Dude.
Ryan Tannehill probably coming back after, missing a whole season. But I'm going to go with Tennessee on that one. I'm not a Tennessee fan. My dad is, but it's just foolish to go.
What is it, Mariota? Mariota
versus Tannehill.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Tennessee.
I mean, what do they have for running back for the Titans?
Titans, they have Derrick Henry, who's this year he's taking the role as the number one back, and they went and got Dion Lewis from the Patriots to fill in that secondary role. He's a third down back, he can catch out of the backfield. But Derrick Henry's a monster. He's huge. He's big. He can just bull rush you. They
bull those people.
Last year they played smash mouth offense, and I think they're going to continue that recipe. They have a new coach.
Who is it?
What's his name? Is it Mike Vrabel? Mike Vrabel? Mike Vrabel. He was our ex. I'm getting confused with the Colts. Yeah, he was our defensive coordinator. So
they hired him quickly. Apparently.
Who knows how the defense is gonna be under him, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Tennessee.
Oh, he was with us, dude.
Yeah, Mike. I was mad because he was being garbage as a defensive coordinator.
Bro, I would see him on TV. I don't know if it was him that he would go with the little signals like this. I was like, man, what is this dude doing?
This guy's garbage.
He's being dumb.
Bengals at the Colts.
Well, hold on, I haven't decided.
Oh,
I don't know why, but I'm leaning more towards the Dolphins.
Oh my god.
I just think that, I don't know, the AFC South is not that good right now. But hopefully Tannehill can come back and clutch this.
Who outside of Tannehill do they? Who outside
do
of?
They have?
Oh, I think they have this new running back. Is it Kenyon Drake?
I don't know, dude.
Look him up. No, I'm talking about the Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins.
Just put the Dolphin roster. Like they have this running back Kenyon Drake. Yeah, Kenyon Drake right there.
Kenyon Drake.
Oh, they just got Danny Amendola. I forgot about that. They got
what?
They have Brock Osweiler, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and.
That's the curse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Tennessee just because I saw Brock Osweiler. I should have rocked my Brock Osweiler.
You should have, dude. Nah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins. It's just a good guess. Like I don't really know anything about the Dolphins or Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite one.
Bengals at the Colts.
You already know who's coming back. Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck playing his first game probably in over like 2 years. It's so easy to forget how good this guy was when he was in the league. It's easy to forget, how good this guy was.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Andrew Luck and his first game, he won 11 games. Took him to the, AFC. I think it was a divisional when they lost against. I don't know. They lost against. They came back. Yeah, they lost against.
What year?
Just 2011 maybe.
Dang, you're going way back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this guy was good. This guy was good. This guy was good. No, it wasn't. No. Okay, it was. Okay, it's 2012.
Broncos? Is that the Broncos? That was 2015. Let's see, 2012. Head coach,
yeah, 11-5. They went 11-5 and they lost against the wild card against the Ravens. But the next year, that's when they came back and they beat Kansas City. Anyways, point is, Andrew Luck is a stud. This guy can throw the ball. This guy is he can, this guy he can play. And
definitely.
I hate the guy being in our division, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with.
Hey man, he's a competitor, man. He's a competitor.
I think the Bengals are gonna have one of the worst, if not the worst, record.
Come on, man.
Garbage.
Andy Dalton, he's a powerhouse on offense, man.
Listen to me very carefully. If Andy Dalton does not start winning games and doesn't prove himself to be an elite quarterback or even decent quarterback, they will change him out mid-season. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I do think that's very possible, but I mean. If it comes to it, all you gotta do is chuck it to AJ Green. You know what I'm saying? And they have like the connection since college. Tyler Eifert. Didn't he leave? I thought he left.
Tyler Eifert?
Or did he get hurt? I'm seeing.
No.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, he got drafted not that long ago, 2013.
The thing is, what I did notice with Andy Dalton, he doesn't recognize blitzes. So whenever he's under the snap, he doesn't see the defense, and when he gets under pressure, he tries to run with his feet, but I mean he's gonna get hurt.
Something that helped him a lot whenever he was beginning his career was he had a solid offensive line.
Yeah.
He had weapons outside, and really the number one thing, he had a defense. When he started his career and they went to the playoffs, they had a defense. And Bengals still have Marvin Lewis, which to me is like, I don't know what this guy is still doing in the league, man. This guy has like 0 playoff wins in like 30 million years, and he still has a job. And Marvin Lewis is definitely on the hot seat starting the beginning. I think they start losing 5 games or 4 games into the season. I think Marvin Lewis doesn't make it out, but that's just me personally. I'm gonna go with the Colts on that one.
Okay, I'll go with the Bengals just because of the Andy Dalton AJ Green connection. They're always gonna clutch up.
Steelers at the Browns.
Ooh, I'm throwing a curveball, but I'm gonna have to take the Browns, dude. I think
You're an idiot.
I think they're ready. I think it's their time, dude.
I think if the Browns were playing any other team, I would give them the Browns. But since the Steelers are the Steelers, I think they're gonna go back to winning 11, 10 games. However it might be. They still don't have Le'Veon Bell, but
oh yeah.
They have Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger, which to me is all that matters.
Look, Hamburger's gonna choke. Okay, he doesn't have the run game like he relies on, so he's just gonna be pure pocket passer, and I mean, if you're limited to that, the defense is going to eat you up 100%. But hear me out. The Browns are going to take it. They got first-round picks all over the team. And if they lose, I will pie myself in the face with whipped cream, dude. I'm confident that they're going to win. I don't think the Steelers have it.
I'm going to... Look, let me tell you. The Browns do have a loaded roster. Well, they've always had a loaded roster.
Yeah, but they don't have the chemistry.
They don't have Tyrod Taylor starting at quarterback.
Yep.
They went and got Jarvis Landry. You know, he's a really good receiver. They got Josh Gordon back. You know, he plans to start week one. Some gaps in the offensive line. And they have a solid defense. But I don't think that their first win in over 2 years comes against the Steelers in week 1.
Nah, I think
Chiefs at the Chargers.
Ooh, man, you know what bummed me out? That they let go of Alex Smith. You know, because I feel like he was a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
But they went with the young bug. You know, who's this guy that was trying to beat Deshaun Watson?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick trash.
Now, let me tell you something about Alex Smith that has bothered me over the past years.
What?
When he was with the 49ers, he lost his job because he got hurt. He lost it to Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
He got hurt, and Colin Kaepernick came in. They went to the Super Bowl or somewhere around there. They started having success with Colin Kaepernick, so they let him go.
Right.
He went to Kansas City. Kansas City sees no
potential.
Not no potential. It's just they see him maybe as just a game manager, and they see something special in Patrick Mahomes. But all I see is an interception machine.
Yeah.
But they trade him to the Redskins. Alex Smith hasn't done anything wrong to lose his job, I would say, but yet this man keeps getting screwed over. So I'm gonna go ahead. I still don't like the Chiefs. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chargers because I think this is Phillip Rivers' year.
Oh,
Antonio Gates is coming back for another year. Obviously they just lost a defensive back. The Chargers lost for the whole season. Their injury the injury bug just keeps striking them every year.
Yep.
Every year they have an injury and it just sucks, for them. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chargers just because they have a really solid defense and they have solid solid quarterback, and with Patrick Mahomes, this is his first,
I think this is absurd, dude. Like, why would they even write this? Why Patrick Mahomes is the next Phillip Rivers? Come on.
I mean, he has an arm, but that's all that, most of the time when we have, are you accurate? Can you throw the ball under pressure? Can you
the decisions you
exactly
have to make under pressure, 100%.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chargers week 1.
I think for some weird reason I'm gonna go with the Chiefs because I think he's out to prove himself. I think he's trying to prove that Patrick Mahomes, right? I think he's trying to say that, look, put everything aside, he's trying to get past his interceptions. I think that he's gonna try to make this a good season for him. I think he has a potential for it.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely gonna play with some edge. He's gonna play with an edge that that he wants to back up the offense
too, man.
He wants to back up the offense and say that y'all made a good decision in trusting in me,
right?
But I don't think that the week 1 matchup. I don't like him against
the Chargers.
I don't like Joey Bosa's on that team. Is it Melvin Ingram is on that team? They have a really solid defensive line and some linebackers that can definitely go after him, and that's what they're gonna do that game.
Yeah,
they're gonna definitely go after him that game, and they're gonna welcome to the NFL. They're gonna they're gonna pound him, and that's his welcome into the league. Seahawks at Broncos. I'm not even gonna second guess. I'm gonna go with Broncos. Case Keenum is on that team. Keenum is on that team.
Come on,
my boy Case. Always liked him. NCAA leader in passing yards, touchdowns, and I'm gonna go with my boy.
You're gonna go with Vincent's team. Shout out to Vincent.
Vincent garbage, bro. Vincent.
Bro, he's been a Broncos fan since
this boy can't even name 3 players. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. They have the better defense.
Has he been under the Broncos system, Case Keenum?
Case Keenum, no, but
I mean, if Brock Osweiler could have done it when he first came in.
Don't get me started, dude. Seahawks.
Russell Wilson, dude.
I think they're gonna lose the majority of their beginning games.
Their defense just kind of went away.
Their I mean, at least what's his name? Earl Thomas. I heard that he's coming back week 1, so he should be ready for that. But Broncos.
Seahawks, dude. Russell Wilson got no offensive line, but he got the legs for it. So if you can make up for that offensive line, I think you could be able to take it. And he's out for some glories, some W's.
Okay. Cowboys at Panthers.
Oh, dude, not this one.
I hate the Cowboys. I hate them so much.
Oh man!
But just because I hate them doesn't mean I'm gonna discredit them.
Right,
for what they've done. Exactly. They have a solid, amazing offensive line.
They're good.
Jerry Jones did an amazing job. Creating this and drafting these guys. My hat to you. But I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Dude, same. Dak Prescott, dude.
Panthers.
Dak Prescott.
Right, Dak Prescott garbage.
Who, the running back? Who was it? Ezekiel Elliott?
Zeke Elliott.
Zeke, dude.
Boy hasn't played in a long time, but
he's been eating, dude.
A running back like him, you don't lose your touch that much.
I mean, if you saw the preseason,
they did go 0-4 in the preseason.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make a big deal because it's the preseason. Right. What something that showed about them is that they don't have that number one option on the outside. They lost Des Bryant.
Man, they were. What were they saying? I think Des Bryant was gonna go with the Patriots, dude. They were talking about.
There were rumors that he wanted to sign with.
I doubt it. I don't think he works with them.
Yeah, I've heard. We made our pitch. The Texans made the pitch to go sign him.
Des Bryant, yeah. I saw that on Twitter.
I think that Dak Prescott is gonna have a hard time finding the number. His
go-to receiver,
Jason Witten, he's retired.
He's gone.
But I think it's gonna be Cole Beasley for the beginning of the season. He's a slot receiver.
Their slot.
Outside the running game, who do they have in the passing game?
They're probably gonna be.
Their defense maybe got a little better, slightly better, but I still have the Panthers. Their defense is better, and Cam Newton's.
I think it's gonna be a close game for sure. I mean, their offensive line and their running back, they work pretty well together, and but the thing is, if you don't get the yardage with your receivers, you're gonna tire out your whole running backs, and it's gonna be a heck of a game. 4 quarters to go like that. I don't know. But Cam Newton, I did see him in practice. I did see him in. I think he played a couple of preseasons just for a drive or two. He's looking pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about him is whenever he's in the pocket, he doesn't really move a lot. He's just
Prescott?
No, Cam Newton. He's just standing still like a statue. He has no footwork whatsoever, and I feel like that's essential for him to be able to find his rhythm. And sometimes he launches it without even seeing because he's under pressure and he just trusts his receiver. But I think he's more refined and he's gotten a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well.
Redskins at Cardinals.
Ooh.
Cardinals.
Well, is Palmer still their quarterback, dude? Or tell me, what's going on with the Cardinals?
Carson. No, he retired.
No way.
Yes.
When?
He retired this season.
No way. Dude.
Yeah, because I was heard about it. I was pretty sad. I like Carson Palmer. Yeah, Carson Palmer retired. They have Sam Bradford now.
Oh yeah.
They have Sam Bradford as their number 1 starting quarterback, but they drafted Josh Allen. Check this out. They drafted Josh Allen somewhere mid first round, and he came out the next day or the same day or the same week. He said, "Everyone who was picked in front of me was a mistake."
Wow.
If you haven't even taken a snap in the end. No, not Josh Allen. Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen. Look him up, dude. This guy's look him up, bro. Josh Rosen.
This kid right here?
Yes. He came out and said...
This little dude?
He came out and said, every quarterback that was picked in front of me is a freaking mistake.
See, you can't get cocky like that.
This boy hasn't taken a snap. He hasn't taken an NFL snap.
Boy.
But he has a target on his back now. Sam Bradford is going to be the number 1 quarterback, but we all know that Sam Bradford is very injury prone.
Oh, yeah.
He is extremely injury prone, and I think if Sam Bradford doesn't start winning games, Josh Rosen takes over. I'm going to go with the Redskins just because they have a solid quarterback in Alex Smith, and they have Adrian Peterson.
Oh, AP, dude.
AP finally came back. Their starting running back got hurt and he was out for the entire season, so they had to go out and get someone else, and they got Adrian Peterson.
Dude, did you see him in the preseason?
I did not see him in the preseason.
Bro, he was a monster, dude.
Adrian Peterson has always been,
like no matter what team, it's just his running back technique. It's amazing, dude.
I mean, this guy was, in the MVP conversation at the beginning of his career with Minnesota.
Wow.
This guy definitely. I mean, obviously injuries and different teams take toll on you when he went to the Saints and then the Cardinals. They cut him. But he came out and said, you know what, I'm still the good running back I once was.
And he
got hurt over some comments that Shannon Sharp and Chris Carter said about him taking a step back. But I think that the Redskins are going to take this one.
Definitely, I agree with you there.
I don't know why they would have this garbage game.
What, Bears, Packers?
Oh, no, because Khalil Mack is on the team now.
Where, with the Bears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
So... And Mitchell Trubisky is making his second year. This is his second year against the Packers. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Packers.
Yeah, dude, I was going with the Packers.
I hate the Packers. I think that they're garbage.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Aaron Rodgers is a beast.
The Rusty Rodgers, he's not rusty no more.
Rusty Rodgers is he's a beast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't even think the Bears.
Just so have
they have Jimmy Graham.
Oh, yeah.
They have Jimmy Graham now, the Packers. The Packers have Jimmy Graham. Look him up.
Jimmy Graham.
They have Jimmy Graham now. They I don't know if they traded him or they signed him in the offseason. But I think that Aaron Rodgers and him are going to be really good together.
Dude.
Because Jimmy Graham has proven himself as a receiving tight end.
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers, all he needs is good hands. If you can catch...
He places the ball perfectly, dude.
All you need to do is hold out your hands.
Honestly,
and Aaron Rodgers will place it on your fingertips, on your hand. You want it on your fingertips, he'll place it on your fingertips. You want it on your palm, he'll place it in your palm. I think the Packers freaking whoop the Bears, dude.
Honestly, yeah, I think so too. I agree with you there. Packers is just, I mean, who do they have for running back? What's your running game like?
The Packers?
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have Eddie Lacy.
Tom Montgomery, Devontae Mays.
No, they don't.
Aaron Jones. Who's this Aaron Jones guy?
I don't know anything about the running game, but with Aaron Rodgers, do you really need
really need a running game? All right. Makes
sense. Garbage Monday night, Jets at the Lions.
Dude, I'm going to be asleep on Monday night. What do you mean?
The Lions take this one.
Wait, is Ryan Fitzpatrick still with the Jets, or was that like old news?
Dude, they have I'm
kidding.
The Sam Darnold.
What?
Sam Darnold, the rookie.
What?
Is starting his first. He's the youngest quarterback to start for this franchise since I don't know.
Dude,
John Namath maybe.
I didn't even know about
this guy's young and he's starting, so this is gonna be his first game. Coming out, this is like a lot of guys thought that the Cleveland Browns were gonna go ahead and take him number 1 overall.
Why playing the preseason? I should have seen their games.
I didn't see their preseason games. I'm not even gonna want to watch them.
I know.
But I think that Matthew Stafford just torches the Jets.
Oh no, dude! I think they were talking good about him.
No, he's a solid pick. He's probably the most.
Yes, good. What's it called? Pocket awareness.
I didn't see that many of his games, but
3rd and 13, got the first down with his legs. He could run. It was versus the Giants.
This boy made a spin move and ended up being in the exact same spot, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
It's because they use those techniques to try to get past the...
He literally stayed right there, dude.
Wow, dude. Nah, it's because they have like certain techniques to try to get back past the D-line.
But, no, I take the Lions with this one. I think Sam Darnold's going to be a good pick.
Is he starting or no?
No, he started, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
They traded Teddy Bridgewater.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
They have Josh McClown. I don't know how this guy still has a job, dude.
Bro, airplane?
Yes, Josh.
Dude,
airplane, bro. Helicopter, dude.
Dude, look at that placement. That's insane. Look.
No, he's got pretty good accuracy.
That was a little slam route.
That snap was pretty high.
Yeah. But I mean, if he's working with like these preseason receivers, look at that play action.
Play action roll.
3rd and 11. Dang, got hit pretty hard. You got hit pretty hard. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets. Just looking at those couple clips. Yeah, I'm taking the Jets. I have a feeling they're gonna take it. They still have Stafford on the lines.
Mhm.
I don't know. Stafford's pretty good, but I'm gonna take the Giants.
The Lions 2 years ago or last season had like 2 of the best safeties or one of the best safeties.
I mean,
so I'm gonna go ahead and
take the
Lions.
Right.
Rams at the Raiders. This one is definitely crazy. The Rams did not play any of their main guys Jared Goff, Todd Gurley.
In the preseason?
Or in the preseason. Yeah, they didn't play their main guys because they wanted to limit injury.
Right.
So...
preserving the team,
but they do not have... I don't think... I think it takes a toll on their chemistry. I still have the Rams over the Raiders. They went out and got Aqib Talib. They signed Aaron Donald.
Their defense is
loaded.
Man.
Their defense is loaded. Oh, they got Marcus Peters. No, do they?
Let me see.
Yeah, I think they got Marcus Peters. He was with the Chiefs. Is he with the Rams? Yeah, he's with the Rams.
Current team really Rams.
And the Raiders. Raiders, what are you doing? You traded one of the best defensive guys you ever had.
Dude. Yeah.
For McDonald's.
Bro, I would be scared.
For McDonald's, whatchamacallit, McSpicy's.
Hot and spicy?
Oh, yeah, hot and spicy's. Like, dude. What is John Gruden? John Gruden hasn't coached in 10 years.
Wow.
But he came back and he's getting $100 million guaranteed.
For the Raiders?
For the Raiders.
Wow.
He has the longest and the fattest coach contract ever. This guy is gonna coach for 10 years, $100 million, fully guaranteed.
Wow, man.
If that doesn't save pressure.
What is he, a head coach?
He's a head coach, yeah. He coached with them a long time ago, and he made his way out, or they kicked him out. I don't know how it happened.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah, he was an ESPN analyst for a long time.
Yeah, that's where I seen him. I was like, I recognize his face.
Yeah.
Raiders head coach John Green explains team's decision to trade Khalil Mack, man.
Yeah.
They were getting hate for that, dude.
Well, I mean, yeah, because
he was good. He was a beast.
I mean, was he asking for... I mean, they obviously said he was asking for too much.
Oh, really?
I mean, it just didn't work out, but...
Salary cap.
When you got a high talent guy like Khalil Mack, do you really want to let him go?
Maybe
for draft picks that you don't even draft.
Maybe they're confident in their defense.
Who do they have outside of Khalil Mack?
I mean, that's
nobody.
That's a good point.
Nobody.
What do you think? They're focusing on offense, or like?
Yes, I think they're focusing on offense, but
let's see what the defense to step up or something. I don't know.
Garbage.
Let's see if that works out for them. It's gonna be a crazy match, crazy season for them too.
And to finish it off,
the Texans
and the Patriots.
That's a difficult one.
I'm not even gonna hesitate.
We have the hardest starting
I'm not even
for the
gonna
Texans,
hesitate.
Man. Bro.
I'm gonna go with the Texans. Let me tell you why.
Dude.
Let me tell you why. I'm getting a lot of hate.
Nah, dude.
But I think the Texans, obviously they have Deshaun Watson back. They have
healthy offense.
They have Whitney Merciless back.
Healthy defense.
They have J.J. Watt back.
Yes, sir.
They have Christian Covington back. Obviously, he's a role-playing guy, but he's back. They went out and they got help on the defensive back. They got the Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu. They went out and got a slot corner.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Alvin Colvin?
I don't know. I think he played for the preseason.
No, he played for the Jaguars. He was probably like the best nickel corner in the game. No, slot corner.
Slot corner?
Yeah.
Who's our slot receiver actually?
Bruce Ellington. Oh, I have it right here, like, bro. I'm going.
Dude, you got your computer right there, my dude. Oh, Colvin.
Yeah.
Expanded role in secondary. What is this?
I don't know. Where's he at?
Aaron Colvin, free agency. Oh, he was in free agency.
Yeah, we went out and got a guy like him. I don't know where he's at. Oh my God, where's he at?
Ooh, there's some highlights.
Where is he at?
He did play for the Jags, you're right.
I don't know where he's at. Anyways, point is, we went out and got some help on the defensive backfield, which we were lacking in last year. Last year we were getting burned every freaking year, dude. Every freaking play that we got burned somewhere. Like, somebody was making a mistake. I said this last year. I said that they should move Kareem Jackson to the safety position because I like his on ball compared to his off ball. On the ball, I think he's a better defensive player. You know, he had a fumble in that Bengals game. where he popped. I don't know who it was, and Jadeveon Clowney picked it up and ran it back. They went out. They solidified what they would say in the defensive backfield.
Right.
So obviously our front seven is mainly kind of the same. We let go of Brian Cushing, but I guess that's fine. We replaced him with someone better.
EOGs. The original.
The one thing that I'm, afraid of, the one thing that really needs to be proven is the offensive line. Yeah. The offensive line has been a problem for us for the past few years, ever since basically we lost Arian Foster, that offensive line unit that we had with, Dwayne Brown, Derek Newton, Chris Myers, like all these guys. The main unit that I saw with Gary Kubiak whenever he ran, his Denny's menu offense, that offensive line group is gone. Yeah. And Deshaun Watson last year, I think, covered a lot of mistakes from them.
From the offensive line.
From the offensive line standpoint.
Yep.
I think that Deshaun Watson really made them look better than they were.
That's right.
Because Deshaun Watson would elude some pressure.
I mean, pocket quarterbacks really couldn't do much. You gotta take the hit, gotta take the
So I think that, the Texans need to, they need to improve on the offensive line standpoint, but for just as we have offensive line issues, the Patriots do too.
Yep.
The last memory that they had in the offensive line was that fumble in the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude.
When I don't know who it was, got beat so bad, they hit Tom Brady. Tom Brady lost the football, and that's basically game for the Super Bowl. The offensive line is definitely their weak. They need to prove something. Also, they lost Brandon Cooks. Which is all. He's on the Rams now.
Okay.
They lost Amendola to the Dolphins. Julian Edelman suspended for the first 4 games, I think. For first 2, 3, I don't know.
What about
Gronk? Basically everyone outside of Gronk.
Brady and Gronk, they can clutch. But I mean, if defenses know that he's gonna go for
garbage, just press it.
Yeah, no, it's still recording. But I mean, if they figure out that he's just going for Gronk, the defense should be able to figure out double cover him or something. Take away his options.
Yeah.
But going back to the Texans topic, they picked up this quarterback, Joe Webb, dude. In the preseason, I was watching him. This guy, I'm not gonna say he's like a Deshaun Watson type of guy, but he's similar. He's similar in the way that he could run when the offensive line collapses, and that he was fighting for those first downs, man. Like he was risking his health to diving forward, trying to get those first downs.
The reason why they went and got this guy was because they saw he has a similar skill set as Deshaun.
Right.
So I mean,
they just need to fine tune him because he was making some weird decisions throwing the ball.
Hopefully, God forbid that anything happens to Deshaun.
Yeah, man.
Or anyone in the NFL. Because it's always bad to wish.
The new rules, man. We need to talk about that later, but.
Like, they went and got this guy, Joe Webb, because they want to, mimic similar skill sets just in case something happens. He has to come out for a play. I mean, obviously, he's the third-string quarterback. Brandon Whedon's still the second. I think
I would put him at second, not going to lie.
Brandon Whedon.
Because,
the Texans I think they had a really good...
we only lost 1 game, didn't we?
Yeah, but we had a really good off-season, I would say. They picked up Kiki Kute. From he's a slot receiver as well. They Sammy Coates as well. He played for the Steelers. They released Shane Leckler.
Oh, I saw that, dude. I was a little upset.
I mean, I think he's gonna retire anyways. This guy's old, but I mean, this guy's definitely
and he was
probably
he's
behind,
a legend, dude.
Probably behind Ray Guy is the best punter.
Bro.
He's gonna definitely go to the Hall of Fame.
Once I saw that they were testing out the new punter during the preseason, I'm like, damn, they're really doing Shane Leckler like that?
Hey,
and I'm like,
Shane Leckler, dude, the guy's a goat, dude.
He really is. Respect to him, man. He had a good career for sure with this.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Texans just because I think that the offense will once again light up the Texans defense like they did in Week 3 last year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up.
Sure. Matt Patricia's gone in Foxborough. He went out and he's coaching the Lions now.
Dang.
He did a pretty good solid job on the defensive end, but I think that the Texans take this one as an upset. You know, our odds are definitely
in our favor. They're in our favor. No.
Against.
What?
Dude.
We have a healthy offense, healthy defense. Dude, remember we were neck and neck with them.
Okay, but when do you ever go against Tom Brady?
Deshaun Watson was going
I'm
against
talking
Tom
about
Brady.
like Vegas and the people who make the odds. They hardly ever go against Tom Brady.
Oh, of course.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but even the professionals get them wrong. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like obviously, but
remember they picked the Bengals, or it was the Bengals versus Texans game, and everyone was like Bengals all the way.
Bengals,
and then the Texans won. I was like, yeah, that's what you get, boy. But I was actually going for the Bengals. Not gonna lie.
Garbage. I think that starting the season, Tom Brady's probably under the most pressure.
Yeah.
Because
he has to make up for a lot of.
He has to make. He's obviously 41 years old, 40-year-old quarterback. That boy is still good. You know, but I think we got after him. You know, week 3. We definitely you know, hit him around a couple of times. So we'll see how good, you know, he is after. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Texans.
I'm going to Texans as well. Just knowing that everybody's healthy. You know, we got the full team now. I think they're capable of beating them. I mean, the Jaguars, they almost beat the Patriots, and they had Blake Bortles. Like, come on. Now that we have Deshaun Watson and everybody on defense, I think that we're gonna have enough pressure on him, and he's not gonna have enough answers for the receivers. So, taking the Texans on that 100%. Bro, but the new rules for the NFL, they're really protecting all these players. I'm like, come on.
I think Miss Garcia would let us play more.
Bro, honestly, the NFL. She was like, no, you need to play two-hand touch. Like, come on.
That's what it's looking at out there. You know, I'm not sure what preseason game it was. I saw a highlight where.
But dude, it's Flag City. Like, come on.
I mean, obviously the preseason is the rules are, you know, they're being tested out. So I mean, I don't know exactly what they're having in the NFL right now, but I think that if it does look, I mean, obviously player safety is number one concern.
Right.
But you gotta think, you're playing a tackle sport.
It's a contact
sport.
Correct.
I understand that you want to protect the players, but these players know what they're getting themselves into.
Exactly. They signed up for it.
Man, if I sign up to play football,
you're signing up to get hit.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna get pounded.
Obviously, there were some unnecessary roughness penalties. Like those, I understand.
Right.
But there were some clean hits that I saw.
And they flagged. Exactly. And that's what I got upset.
A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's the downfall of the NFL." Man, get out of here. Like, I'm still gonna watch the game. I mean, am I gonna enjoy it as much? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on, you know.
Not gonna lie, I think they have a statistic over the preseason how much like time it took for them to address the flags and all the penalties, and I'm like, man, you're taking away from the game, the action, and it's gonna draw attention away from the people, and I'm like, come on, you can't be doing this. You're like, come on, these are grown men, they're freaking 200 pounds up, 6 foot something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, come on,
they're
man.
Big.
They're huge.
Yeah, like I think that
also the kickoff, dude. I think that's a good thing.
Did they move it back?
I don't know. I just know that.
Oh, you can't get a running start, right?
It's only the kicker. It's only the kicker that gets a running start.
I mean, they do that because a lot of guys get hurt during that.
Right.
During the kickoff, and you know.
And I'm pretty sure everybody would take the touchback. I mean, it's starting at the 25.
Oh yeah.
Better than like running and getting at the 10 or the 20. Mm-hmm. And plus, you're getting protected. So, but now you have a chance. Like maybe I could beat these like the special teams or whatever and get more yards, which is kind of smart. I kind of agree with that. Mm-hmm. But still, all the changes is like, man, so quick. Mm-hmm. Dude, what's up? You doing the fantasy football?
Heck no.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I wanted to, but I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Who is your breakout player this year?
Like who's gonna shine?
Who's gonna?
I don't really know, dude.
Like, or who's like a player you're looking at
to see if he's.
Yeah, like who do you like this season, you know?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm going with Deshaun Watson, dude. Because he would put up so many points. And I'm like, he's just like so entertaining to watch, just him on offense, and it's amazing. Like, I know I'm biased, you know, I like the Texans or whatever, but I feel like he definitely has the arm, the accuracy, the receivers, and the legs. So he's definitely going to put up numbers. And he's gonna be one of the guys to actually watch.
It's crazy how when we had Deshaun, we went from 30+ points a game to like, I think like maybe like it when, you know, it halved.
Right.
So, But my breakout player this year, I think is going to be J.J. Watt. Obviously coming off a 2-year injury.
Yep.
I think that he wants to prove
that he still has it.
Oh yeah, but I think even if I don't know how you feel about it, but if he doesn't take another snap in the NFL, I think he made his case for Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Three-time defensive player of the year, only player to post back-to-back 20 or more sacks, in his career. But I think he's gonna go back. I mean, obviously, right away, I don't think he's gonna. I mean, hopefully he does. I don't think he's gonna have 3-4 sacks in his first games. I think it's gonna take some time, but I think he's gonna go back to, his old self again.
Right.
And especially with Jadeveon Clowney and Whitney Merciless back, and it's gonna be hard to account for all the guys on offense.
Right.
Especially the Patriots. Bill Belichick came out and said in an interview, Texans are always challenging because you don't know where they're gonna line up.
Right.
J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, and Witt. They're gonna line up wherever they feel like they have the edge, and it's really hard. It's hard to counter that because you don't know where they're gonna line up.
Exactly.
So I think that J.J. Watt is my breakout player of the year. I think he's gonna.
I mean, they can no longer double team him. They got more threats as well. But
but I still think that 1-on-1 J.J. Watt's gonna win every time.
Yeah. He puts in work.
And Jadeveon Clowney is just a bull.
Monster.
He's gonna bull rush you. And Witt's always been a solid player.
I mean, when J.J. Watt was gone, he was stepping up. He was stepping up and he was making plays. So now with him, it's going to be a lot easier for him, for sure.
I really like the duo. I mean, the trio, really.
The trio, dude.
With Deshaun, Will Fuller, and D-Hop.
Will Fuller, remember, he wouldn't catch anything?
If Will Fuller and D-Hop led the league in touchdown receptions when Deshaun Watson was playing, in his few games, 6-7 games that he played.
Exactly.
Imagine what this guy can do in a full, healthy season.
Will Fuller got better, and that's a good thing.
Deshaun Watson was in that lower part of the MVP conversation at the end of the season.
Who was?
At the start of the season, Deshaun Watson was in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Because you just don't take a bottom-ranked offense and flip it upside down.
Exactly.
To have one of the best offenses. I think that our defense is still solid. Romeo Cornell's back, but I think our offense is really going to step it up this year. Hopefully, Deshaun. I mean, I don't know if it's going to change the way we use Deshaun Watson from a scheme standpoint, because Deshaun Watson was he would play action, the read option. He'd roll out right, roll out left, a lot with his legs, but since that ACL injury...
Yeah, they're going to try to be more conservative.
I mean, we don't know yet. They might... If he says...
Bill O'Brien, he loves that run.
Yeah. But, from a scheme standpoint, we might see a change in the Texans' offense.
They're going to tone it back.
But I think with these slot receivers and the receivers we picked up Sammy Coates, Kute, and what's his name? Bruce Ellington. I think we're going to have a really good... third and fourth option on the passing.
Oh, yeah.
The Deontay Foreman's back too, the running back. Second option, I still think Lamar Miller is number one.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Definitely, dude. Mm-hmm. Texans are going to be... You think they're Super Bowl contenders?
I think we can. But, like I said, we need to win our division first. It all starts with...
The division.
I think a lot of the reports have the Texans going to the playoffs, maybe not as the division leader, but definitely as a wild card spot. I think the AFC West isn't as strong as I think we're strong enough to win that wild card race if we need to.
Okay.
But I think the Jaguars take a step back this year. I think Tennessee takes a step back. Colts step it up a bit, but I still think that with Deshaun Watson, we beat Tennessee twice.
Mm-hmm.
We beat the Colts twice.
Mm-hmm.
We maybe split a game with the Jaguars.
The Jags.
So that puts us at 5-1 in the division, and that's 5 wins. I mean, again, that's just my prediction.
Right.
I don't think the Colts can beat us in 2 games. I don't think Tennessee can beat us. We freaking wrecked them 57-14, bro. Like Deshaun Watson put up 5 touchdowns against that, and the Jaguars probably going to be our biggest concern in our division. But I mean, I still think Deshaun Watson can light them up.
Blake Bortles, man.
Bortles, why is he even still in the league, dude?
I don't know, dude.
How much?
He used to be a pick machine, bro.
He still is. How much battery do you have on your phone?
I don't know, probably less than 10, but
okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about one more thing.
All right. What do you want
this I don't know.
You want to talk about a controversial one? The last one.
Colin Kaepernick.
The Colin Kaepernick dude. What you think, man?
What do you think? You know that. What do you think?
I think that Nike is. I wouldn't say justified, but you know I respect their decision because as a company they could do whatever the heck they want. You know.
Yeah.
So and the fact is that they use Colin Kaepernick as like a statement, but not only that, but they got media attention. You know what I'm saying? They got media attention and everybody's talking about it. So either I think it's a good thing and a bad thing because it's bringing like bad publicity for them. But I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it.
I'm all for Colin Kaepernick speaking his mind. You
right.
know, we live in a free country where you obviously have a freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
You know, freedom of assembly. In his case, you know, peacefully protesting.
Protest, yeah.
Do I agree with him kneeling for the flag? No, in the sense I don't. But I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. Like as far as like, oh, you're disrespecting.
Right.
You know, I'm straightforward. Okay. You know, I think that what he's doing is okay. I think
his cause.
His cause.
Right.
Because obviously, you know, there's inequalities and stuff like that. But I think him taking it to court, because he's taking it to court, you know, in the sense that, oh, you know, the NFL is, you know, plotting against me and not wanting to sign me because I'm being...
Because of the protesting.
Because of the protesting.
Right.
But what a lot of people don't know is that the Ravens offered him a backup contract. The Broncos, John Elway came out and said, you know, we offered him a chance to be on our ball club.
Okay.
And he said no. You know, you got to understand that. Let's look at Colin Kaepernick as a football player.
Okay. Things
aside. His last season, he didn't play well. His last season, he got benched for Blaine Gabbert in the 49ers, with the 49ers.
Right.
You know, he wasn't the player he once was. You know, a lot of the times we have the guys that come out of college or, you know, their first game starting, they light up the league because there's not a lot of footage on them. Mm-hmm. You know, but when you start, like me, you know, when we played for the first time, you know, I didn't know your skills. I mean, I know your skill set, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, exactly. Once I have film of you, once I have tape of you, obviously you're gonna take a step back because I'm gonna make adjustments.
Right.
You know,
adjust your
exactly.
strengths. Yeah.
So Colin Kaepernick was an amazing football player. I liked him. You know, he ran the ball, he threw the ball exceptionally well, but then his career took a step back. You know, just because, you know, I mean, guys know how to play against him now.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the main reason why he doesn't want to be hired by teams was, number one, because he's a troublemaker in the locker room. Mm. But first of all, you're a football player. You know, a lot of the times you have to. It's a job. You have to perform at the job expectations.
Correct.
Which he's not doing from a quarterback standpoint.
Yes.
So you have to look at it as you're a troublemaker, and you can't play ball as you used to. Maybe not even at a decent level anymore. So which is why guys don't want to hire him. He's taking it to court, taking it personally. And when they offered him a job, you know, Right, so I don't know why
he didn't take it.
You know, yeah, exactly. No, I know exactly why he didn't want to take it because he's
gonna use that.
Exactly,
he's gonna use it.
Yeah. Again, Nike, just do it. You know, they have a new campaign. What is it? Believe in something, even if it means, you know, sacrificing everything. That's the new advertisement he has. I think that, you know, hopefully, you know, I get a lot of criticism for it, but Nike knows what they're doing. When you look up stuff like this happening, Nike's gonna appear everywhere. Yeah. I think it's a business marketing. You know, it's a tactic that they're doing.
Right.
You know, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna hear, oh, Nike doesn't care about the money. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nike's already at number one. Nike's number one right now. Like they're selling a bunch of crap. You know, I like buying Nike stuff. I mean, it doesn't change the way I see Nike. Like I'm not gonna burn my stuff.
Yeah, like on social media. And
exactly,
stuff.
But I think that Nike's in it for the publicity. I would say.
I agree.
Especially to have a guy like him, and Colin Kaepernick knows too. That he's like the face of.
It's a win-win for both of them.
Exactly.
If you think about it, Nike wants him and Colin needs him.
I'm not hating on Colin Kaepernick. I just don't like that. a lot of the guys, they don't know what's going on. A lot of people don't inform themselves of what's really going on here.
Right.
And they have to understand that Colin Kaepernick is, he has a job to do, and he didn't perform to those, those expectations, so he got kicked out of the team. He got, obviously, it complicated with Donald Trump being in office, and the police brutality at the time, which it all started with, the police brutality and kneeling, because the national anthem obviously has, justice for all, equality and justice for all, whatever it is.
Right.
But I personally, I'm not gonna hate on it, but I'm not gonna like it.
Right.
I'm just
it's neutral.
Not that I'm more towards the not agreeing than the agreeing, but I mean, it really, I can't change anyone's mind. Like, people are set, in stone what they believe in.
Right.
Exactly, but to me, and my dad taught me a certain way is, you do as you're told, you respect, those in office, those in front of you. So that kind of sees what I see. My dad calls him a troublemaker and stuff. He deserves to be out of the NFL, but that's him.
Right.
And
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but we're not. Nike knows what they're doing.
It's a good tactic.
It's a good tactic, marketing or not. Yeah. They especially with LeBron James, Odell Beckham Jr., Serena Williams, he's that fourth guy.
Yeah.
He's that fourth guy that fills in the gap. So, we'll see how this goes, because if the NFL loses the case, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's ongoing.
And the interesting part is that the NFL is sponsored by Nike.
Yeah.
The socks that they have to wear must be Nike.
The shoes?
I don't know about the shoes, but the jerseys have the Nike.
The Nike.
Nike's everywhere in the NFL. And Nike is helping the guy that's suing the NFL. So Nike's like in between Colin and the NFL.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see how it goes, We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't escalate to something that's out of control. Hopefully that we as people, as citizens, we can sit down and talk about it peacefully. Right. But we know it's not going to happen. But that's just me, personally.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I just heard about it, and I'm like, I don't know why people are making a big deal about it. I mean, everybody, it all depends on how you're seeing it. If you're seeing it from a business standpoint, or if you're seeing it from, political standpoint, they're different views. Mm-hmm. But I think, man, however it rolls out, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. So, his phone is dying.
Yeah,
so
I'm almost out of battery.
We need to make sure we press pause before it deletes.
Well, that would be pretty trash.
Yeah, so this was like our first podcast. Hopefully you stuck around for the hour basically that it is.
Or we're trying to shorten it down as much as we can.
But hopefully that y'all enjoyed it and leave us
some feedback,
right. Obviously on what we can do to improve. Or like if you have something you want to say about the topics, a shout out to our boys from Niches.
Oh yeah, our football squad
that wasn't really official, that we thought it was, but
yeah.
And shout out to all my peeps.
We'll be here for week 2, and we'll see who has the most.
We're gonna keep tally
predictions.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be
whoever loses this year has to do something about it. They're gonna have to do a forfeit or something. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah.
All right.
This is from Juan Cerda
and
third.
Javier Elizondo
Jr.
Jr.
All right, peace.
Deuces.